Buying a used car just to save some money and then bringing it back to life? What kind of experience is that? Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of the 2009 BMW 740Li restoration journey. After driving the car back to the workshop, we carried out a full inspection and made some shocking discoveries. Aside from the terrible interior and exterior condition mentioned in the first video, the engine turned out to have inherited every single one of BMW's classic family issues. Every spot that could leak was leaking. As a result, the engine was underpowered and caused a series of performance problems. So this engine will still need a complete overhaul. This time, we first sent the car into the paint booth for a complete repaint. We also carried out bodywork repairs to fix minor dents and scratches around the car. The whole process took about 5 days. It took one full day just to disassemble the exterior parts and carry out the bodywork. Then we spent 2 more days carefully sanding and refining the entire surface again and again until it was perfectly smooth. Only after that did we send it into the paint booth for repainting. Once the paint had fully cured, we moved on to the final stage, fine sanding and polishing every detail. With that, the exterior restoration of the car finally came to a temporary close.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior.
The exhaust smell from the engine was extremely pungent, and that's when we realized something was seriously wrong. But as we began disassembling the engine, we actually stumbled upon some good news. All 6 fuel injectors were still perfectly fine. Not a single one was broken. Even better, the loss of power wasn't caused by turboshaft bearing wear or metal seal damage, as we first suspected. Instead, the main culprits were a warped valve cover causing oil leaks, along with severe leakage from the oil pan, rear crankshaft seal, and intake manifold, plus aging coolant hoses that were starting to leak. It's been quite a journey, but at least a manageable one. To put things in perspective, a single fuel injector for this engine costs around 3,000 yuan, and a set of bearing caps from a BMW dealer goes for over 5,000 yuan. So this time, both our budget and our nerves were spared a huge hit. From the color inside the engine, it's clear that the previous owner really loved adding motor oil, maybe a little too much. Normally, the inside of an engine should be a bright golden hue, but this one, well, let's just say it doesn't exactly make you hungry. It took us 2 full days to completely tear down and inspect this N54 engine. Meanwhile, we gave the entire engine bay, chassis, and subframe a thorough deep cleaning, and even sandblasted some of the underbody components to restore their original look.
The BMW N54 engine was first introduced in 2006, marking BMW's first mass-produced turbocharged inline-six engine. It's a 3.0-liter twin-turbocharged setup featuring two small turbochargers that deliver up to 0.6 bar of boost, keeping turbo lag to an absolute minimum. The driving experience? Absolutely thrilling. The power delivery is so smooth and explosive that it easily rivals even the 2024 BMW 740 in sheer excitement. Constructed with a forged steel crankshaft, forged connecting rods, and a combination of aluminum alloy and cast iron liners, the N54's strength and durability are truly impressive. Our verdict on this engine? Massive tuning potential, excellent value, and the perfect example of a sleeper. Calm on the outside, a beast underneath.
Due to time constraints, we only managed to film part of the dashboard reupholstering process for this car's interior. But when it comes to craftsmanship, I can confidently say we're the kind of team that's willing to invest both time and effort to pursue quality. Before reupholstering, we first inspect the entire interior, develop a custom restoration plan, and then start the disassembly process. For BMW interiors, the process begins by completely removing the original leather and the underlying foam padding. Then we smooth out the surface, cut new openings and slots, and move on to material cutting, patterning, and stitching step by step until we reach this stage. Just like the original design, we first apply a new layer of elastic foam on top of the base surface. For adhesive, we use the Fuller brand from France, known for its strong bonding and durability. After letting the glue set for a while, we begin precision wrapping point by point. And for the dashboard alone, our upholstery specialist spent nearly 3 hours carefully completing the job. Alright brothers, we're back once again in our interior upholstery workshop. Right behind me, the team is hard at work on the BMW dashboard. For this BMW's interior, we decided to go with a deep black and coffee brown color combination, giving the car a more classic and vintage vibe. Unlike the Mercedes S-Class we worked on last time, this time we're using negative ion genuine leather. It's a bit more cost-effective, yet still delivers an excellent texture and premium feel, not much different from full-grain leather. And as always, we're staying true to our core values: attention to detail, pursuit of quality, and precision craftsmanship. Because for us, details and quality are not just goals, they're what define our work.
Before reinstalling the interior, there's one crucial step we can't skip: organizing all the vehicle wiring. During reupholstery, we also added new soundproofing and vibration damping to the rear cabin, and gave the carpets a thorough deep cleaning. Alright, enough talk. Let's check out the final results.
It seems that the true value of restoring an old car lies not just in the finished result, but in the meaning behind it. Compared to spending hundreds of thousands on a brand new vehicle, I personally believe that investing a fraction of that, less than $100,000, to fully restore an older one is a much wiser choice. Some might ask, how long can it keep running after that? Well, that really depends on how well it's maintained. As long as the owner is willing to invest properly and regular upkeep, the maintenance costs, though not cheap, are still far more affordable than buying a new car. In the end, restoration isn't just about saving money. It's about giving a machine a second life and keeping the stories and memories it carries alive.
We also upgraded the front bumper to the facelift version and especially the headlights, which are now newer generation LED units. After these upgrades, the car's overall appearance and presence instantly felt much more modern. The transformation is subtle but powerful. Next up was the windshield. When we first brought the car back, there were a few stone chip marks on it. Because too much time had passed, those marks couldn't be repaired. So we decided to replace the entire windshield with an original OEM glass. All the rubber seals around the car had aged and hardened over time, so we replaced every single one. The chrome trim, which had several visible scratches, was polished back to a mirror shine. Finally, we moved on to the wheels and tires. We installed 4 brand new tires along with a fresh set of refinished alloy rims, giving the car a completely renewed stance. Buying a car is a bit like choosing clothes for yourself. Some people prefer to buy something brand new, easy, worry-free, and elegant. Others, however, find joy in reviving the classics, keeping timeless designs alive with a touch of personal craftsmanship. What makes old cars so captivating isn't just their iconic design, but also the unique character shaped by time itself. When it comes to restoration, some people chase absolute originality, while others pursue individual expression. And that is the true charm of car culture. But no matter how you modify or restore, one thing must always come first: safety. So, at the end of this video, here's our freshly reborn BMW 740Li, a perfect blend of classic elegance and renewed life.